Hi there, and today I'm finishing off my Coca-Cola Christmas holiday truck. So in part one I built the cab to the Coca-Cola Christmas holiday truck, and it was based around this set from 1988, set 6357, which was stunt copter and truck, and this was the truck from it. And since that video I've made a little driver appropriate to the era, so with the correct era torso and head, so he's ready to drive the truck, but he needs a trailer, so let's get on and build it. As I said in part one of the video, this is the first time I've used Bricklink's studio software to design the set before I build it, and it's handily made me a nice set of instructions which I've turned into a PDF, so it makes it really easy to follow my own instructions. So let's get going. First of all, we're just starting with a few plates, and then we're going to start building up the wheel axles. So we're going to put those on there and space those out with some 1x2s underneath. So again, I'm basing this very similar construction to the original truck. Then we're going to add on some extra plates to make it a little bit longer, and again pad out the spaces with some 1x2s underneath. So there we have the two parts, and that's the length of the chassis there. So those two bits will join together, and they join together with some more plates to go on top, like so. And then at the front we're going to put these inverted slopes, similarly to the original, and just fill in some spaces with some plates down the side, a 1x4 along the end there, then the all-important rear lights back here, so it's got some 1x1 trans red bricks there, and just behind them some 1x1 red plates. So there we go. Next we're going to start building up the actual bodywork, so we've got some 1x1s on the back there with some more inverted slopes. We're going to put the wheel arches on in a minute, so that'll help the sides, and two more inverted slopes to the other end, and then some 1x6 bricks and two little 1x2 plates to start filling in those gaps there. Next, lots of 1x2s and some wheel arches. So these are the classic 80s red wheel arches. I couldn't get new ones of these because they haven't been made for many years, but these are very good quality used ones. And again, we're also going to start building up the gaps with all these 1x2s so we don't see the gaps. And even though these are behind bricks, you will see ever such a slight gap there, so we need to plug that with another 1x2, and similarly this end as well, and then two more at the front to bring those up to the same level. Another 1x2 at the back brings that now all at the same level, and that's now a nice smooth height all the way along. We're going to lock all this down with another plate to give it some strength there, and then put this 4x6 at the front. There we go. Now on the original truck you can see we had the pin on the back of the trailer here, and the original truck had Technic plates there which obviously fit over the top of there, so I've done a similar design to that and got some Technic plates in red, And these click together like so. So you've got a double height hole here. And then that goes on the front there. So there we've got a handy position for the trailer to click onto the cab. Now an awful lot of bricks. So we've got 2 1x8s and then 3 1x6s down the side and some 1x1s on the end. And then exactly the same on this side, 1x8, 3 1x6s and a 1x1. Now I know this here is loose at the moment, but the next layer will help lock that down and hold it all together. And the next layer is an awful lot of red panels. So firstly we've got some 1x4 bricks, we've got 3 of those. That's going to build up at the front. Oh, I've missed out 2 1x1s at the front. I need to just pop those in first. Then our 1x4s at the front. Then a whole row of panels down the side. Start off with a 2 stud wide panel and then just a long row of 1x4x3 panels. And this one of course will now hold those together, and the last one there gives us our complete side. Now the tail I've got again from that era. I have fond memories of these. I had a ambulance and a air helicopter, an ambulance helicopter from the era, which had these in red with white doors at the back. So we've got that, so the Coca-Cola could be unloaded, otherwise it'd be a bit pointless. And then we have to do the same on the other side. We've got our panels. Firstly, the 2 stud wide panel, and then our very long row of 4 stud wide panels. Now this panel was available in '88. It was a relatively new piece, but it's still keeping true to the era. So there we've got a very large side of a truck. And lastly, give it a nice smooth finish, we've got an awful lot of 2x4 tiles to go on the top. And then last but by no means least, we have our matching wheels to the truck here. So we can pop those on the side. And here we have the finished article. We need some graphics down the side, which I'll do in a minute. But when I was researching what the truck looked like, I realised that there was actually many different types of truck that Coca-Cola have used over the years for their holiday truck. So this is based on the Scania T-Cab box trailer truck. And also there's various different Lego trucks I based this on as well. So I looked at different types of articulated truck from the era, and one I specifically looked at for the tail was set 1952, which was a milk truck, which was a rare set, but I liked how the inverted slopes went up to the mudguards above the wheels at the back. So I took inspiration from that there. So as we say, this looks like the truck, but it does need some graphics down the side. So next step is to go to the computer and get going on that. And here it is with the finished graphics. I took one of the designs I particularly liked of the many different designs of logos on the back of the Coke trucks, with Santa drinking his Coke in this sort of semicircle. So I rebuilt that in Photoshop with a red background, the logo, the semicircle, then obviously swapped out Santa for a minifig version, and added a few stars. So there we have our finished graphic down the side of the truck, all ready for delivering Coke over the holiday season. So let me know what you think in the comments, and if you approve, please like the video and of course subscribe for more LEGO videos.